All in for ICS.
Yeah, Hub ICS. I think that's it's an attractive option. I'm really bullish on Neutron as well. So if I had to bet within Cosmos, it'd be on Hub ICS and also Neutron. So if you have a DeFi protocol, if you have a game, or if you have an idea for anything and it can be a smart contract, definitely consider deploying onto Neutron. If you have something that requires a specific use case, or if you have a large existing user base, Hub ICS would be a really good route.
Can you suggest any application worth trying to use because you like it?
Yeah, I already talked about it, but definitely try out Drop. It's right now live on Neutron, and so all you have to do is take Atom, liquid stake it on Drop, and you'll get D-Atom, and then you'll accrue droplets for it.
All right. And what did you pick Cosmos to build on?
Cosmos is the, let's say, most diverse ecosystem in the industry, and I think 5 or 6 years ago, this app chain thesis seems very attractive to me. So each blockchain can be optimized for a special use case, and but all of them can connect together and work like a whole. I think it's a dream for most of the blockchain builders, including me.
What do you think makes Cosmonauts unique?
What makes Cosmonauts unique? I mean, I think the big thing is they all want to build their own thing. You know, the main ethic that attracted me to Cosmos, that attracted us to Cosmos, is everyone wants to build their own, sovereign thing and connect it to the rest of the world. That's the way I view how economies grow, and that's a sort of key to this community.
And what do you think which application will grow the Cosmos in the next upcoming years?
I think the biggest thing that will grow Cosmos is fine-grained, high-performance, rich connectivity to the rest of the crypto ecosystem. So orchestration, bridges and orchestration across them. So, the Axelars, the unions, these things, because they connect our economies together, and, economies grow by being connected to more people.
Can you explain how Babylon integrates the Bitcoin staking to the blockchain networks?
Yeah, sure. So Bitcoin staking will add another layer of consensus on top of existing consensus by finalizing blocks using Bitcoin as the staking asset to back up the block confirmation.
And what role does Babylon play in reducing the token inflation on proof of stake blockchains?
Yeah, sure. So for the native asset to be a staking asset, and for the chain to attract native stakes, it usually needs a very high inflation as a staking reward. But Bitcoin holders, they don't actually have any reliable way of earning yield at the moment. So as long as you can provide some inflation to Bitcoin holders, they will be very happy. So for the same level of economic security, paying for Bitcoin is much cheaper than paying your native stakers. So this is how the inflation can be reduced, so that less inflation pressure.
You're at your second Cosmos, I presume?
Yes.
And you were in Medellin in 2022. Do you want to tell us how was the experience then, and what are you busy with?
Yes, so I started in the space in 2017 as just an investor, and when you invest in a company, any extra research you can do on that company is beneficial. So I decided I was going to go to my first crypto conference, and it was the Cosmoverse in Medellin, Colombia. And I wanted to meet the teams that I had invested in, and I wanted to see if I was going to come home and either take my money away from them or put more money in them, because seeing somebody face to face is so much, there's so much more interaction. What happened to me personally is it became real for me. Crypto became more than just something on my computer screen or my YouTube or my Twitter space. It became personal. And I decided by the time I left that, I was going to downsize my businesses and go full-time into crypto in some way.
What do you think are something super important in terms of user experience to sort of make Cosmos projects gain even more traction and for them to onboard users more easily? You're working on lot of like DeFi projects by themselves. So what is something that you really see that makes a difference for onboarding users very easily?
I think actually telling them what to do step by step. I know it's such a basic thing, right? But a lot of projects, when they give step-by-step guides, it's very vague. Like I think we all should, no matter how experienced you think a user is, I think you should actually treat them like how you would tell your mother or your grandmother how to use it. And when there is the understanding, then I think that it will be instinctive when in terms of the user experience, and basically make sure that new users don't want to give up halfway.
Can you tell us, as you are a true Cosmos OG, can you tell us why Cosmonauts are a unique community?
Absolutely. I feel like Cosmos in general, always the grassroots community has been builders and very, very tech focused, solving kind of problems that are a little ahead of the time, which has offered both as a curse and a boon for Cosmos. But if you really look at it, so many problems that were, for example, interoperability or where it comes shared security, those are kind of things that other ecosystems are working on now. Those are problems that Cosmos solved way ahead, right? So way ahead of the time and in production, which is having real value for that, multiple chains launched. And now still even all the top chains, I would say in current mindshare you talk about, are built on Cosmos SDK for the same.
All in for
You're at your
all in for
you're at your
all in for all in for
you're at